Hey y'all, what's up? This your girl Dream Nicole, and this is I am Dream Nicole's gaming stream to Dreamiana's Tuesday morning coffee time and gaming part one. Um, I just want to say to everyone, Happy Black History Month. This month is the month where I'm going to be blacker than motherfucking black. Um, I'm just going to rep my nationality and my lineage and my heritage and my ethnicity real quick. So, for those who don't know me, I am a foundational Black American. Okay. Um, I am a proud foundational Black American. I'm Black American to the bone. I don't have no traces of culture anywhere else in the world. When people ask me, well, what does being Black American mean to me? It means everything. It means culture, music, resilience, building. Um, it means everything. So I also want to talk about the Grammys, right? And I don't think I touched on this in the previous episodes. Oh shit! Fuck that. Hold on, we gotta restart that over real quick. So when people are like, "Oh, what are you? Are you Black American? What does that mean?" It means all of that. But like I said, I want to talk about the Grammys because I don't think I got a chance to truly talk about the Grammys in whole. Now, I didn't watch the Grammys the night that it premiered. I didn't watch. The reason why I didn't watch is because of the. I didn't watch because I was tired. Let's just keep it a buck. Like I went to sleep. I went to sleep, and I had symptoms from burnout. I had symptoms from burnout, so I wasn't able to truly. But yeah, I had symptoms from burnout. So, um, I lost real bad. But yeah, so I had symptoms from burnout on Sunday. So I didn't really get a chance to watch the Grammys, but I did see some of the highlights. And I'm going to be very, very honest when I say this. I am very, very, very pro-Black. I am all for the advancement and the economic achievements and advancement, as well as cultural advancements for my people who are foundational Black Americans or Black Americans, right? I'm not here to downgrade or to denigrate anyone who may be an immigrant. But what I want to say is that the Grammys was showing proof of how ignorant and how intentionally disrespectful people are when it comes to Black American culture. Very disrespectful, very ignorant, very uneducated, and just intentionally disrespectful when it comes to Black American culture. Okay. And it so happened that the Grammys is always situated in February during Black History Month. I don't know. It's just, to me, it's just crazy, right? That in Black History Month, that people will specifically disrespect a group of people when it comes to music, when it comes to anything of this nature. And that just comes to show where the environment is. So as Black Americans, we are picking up on this. We're picking up on the attitudes. We're picking up on the situations. We're picking up on them. And what we're saying here is that we're not going out there. We're not fighting. We're not going out there. We're not fighting for the cause. We're not doing it. You know, y'all gonna have to find something safe to do, because we're not fighting for the cause anymore. We're not doing it. These same people who love to rep their immigrancy, these are the same people who um, these are the same people that voted for Trump. These are the same people who voted for Trump. Okay, which is another hypocrisy in itself. These are the same people that voted for this man. They voted for him. They wanted him in. These are the same people that were like, "Oh, we're against immigration. We're against illegal immigration. So yeah, I'm voting for Trump because he resonates for how I feel." A lot of these people that come from these places, especially they come from these places of anti-Black sentiments and anti-Black cultures, feel the way that they feel. And now that Black Americans are addressing it, and we're like, you know what? Everybody's going to have to hold their own nuts. Everybody is going to have to. Everybody's going to have to hold their own nuts. Everybody is going to have to deal with what they got to deal with in regards to the United States and its policies of today. Because at the end of the day, you don't get to decide that you don't get to decide to negate culture and 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 rules in the way that society may feel fit. You don't get to negate that. And the problem is that a lot of these people, a lot of immigrants, decide that they're going to negate culture, that they're going to negate history, that they're just going to ignore all of this shit. And so now, with Trump being in office, and now with things going on with the way that they're going on, you got these same people that are like, oh, well, Black Americans, you're next. You're next. ICE is going to come after y'all. And it's like, we've been first for a long time. Y'all upset because we can't get deported. But we had to deal with police brutality. We had to deal with the undermining of our culture, the economic undermining that continues to happen to this very day. And you got these same people talk about, oh, well, we're going to be first. We've been first. That we're up next. We've been first. The problem is now is that everybody got to get treated like a Black person, and people are upset because now there's this idea. There was this idea for a long time to, not in my backyard. That's not going to happen to us. Not in my backyard. And now everybody got to feel it. Everybody got to deal with it now. And people don't like it. But this is the consequences of what happens when you disrespect culture. When you disrespect culture, when you disrespect heritage, when you bite the hand that feeds you, this is what happens. People don't like it. People don't like it. And At this point, it's not up for people to like. It's not up for debate. It's not up for people to like anything. Now we're in this day and age as to where people have to answer to their own anti-black racism. All of this is a side effect of anti-black racism. So now that black people are not being targeted and black people are not getting beat up and treated like shit and having to go through shit, now all of a sudden everybody is calling out for black people. Where's black people at? Why ain't they out here fighting the fight with us? We showed up on November 4th. We've been telling people for a long time this is what the fuck was going to happen. This is how things was going to be. And people didn't listen to us. People thought that they were better than us. People thought that they had the upper hand. So now that everybody don't have the upper hand and black people, black Americans were right, now look. And then another thing that is occurring too is the delineation. The delineation movement, people hear about it. People hear about it. People know about it. And the delineation movement is here to motherfucking stay. We're not aligning ourselves with people and cultures that practice anti-black racism. We're not aligning with people that got identity crisis. Because for us, we don't have an identity crisis. We know exactly who we are. We know exactly where we come from. We know exactly the cultural currency that we put up all the time. So now all of a sudden, here we are. Here in the fuck we are. And so when I talk about the Grammys and the winners and these people talking about, oh, well, you know, the only person that I can respect that was of immigrant background from the Grammys last night was, I think, Lefty Gunther. He congratulated a black American for putting on a Latino. Another thing about Lefty Gunplay too, if you ever listen to his old interviews and stuff like that, he always talk about how he's not going to use the N-word. There's just certain things he don't cross the line with because he's understanding of culture. He's understanding of American culture. And what people fail to realize is that black culture is American culture. Another thing too, and I want to address the Shabuzi situation of what he said. Now, I didn't feel offended by what he said. I didn't feel no ways. I didn't feel like, I didn't feel that, I didn't feel offended by what he said, but there are a lot of people that felt offended. So I'm just going to speak on that end. I just want to say this to people. Black Americans built this country. We built this country for free off of blood, sweat, and tears, forced blood, sweat, and tears. Okay? We are owed somewhere between trillions of dollars. Another reason why America is going through what it's going through right now in regards to its economic standing is because it owes a great debt to the people, to the foundational black American people, the descendants of American slaves. There's a debt that's owed. And until that debt is paid, America is going to continue to go through what it's going through. It's going to continue to go through what it goes through. So the idea that immigrants built this country, how can you build something that was already here? You could probably contribute, which is nothing wrong with contributing, but you can't build something that was already built. What is there to build on something that was already built? Yeah, you can't build on something that was already built. It absolutely makes no sense. Black Americans built the institutions that stand today, the institutions that govern American politics, that govern American finances. Black Americans built, and we're owed for that. We built schools, we've built policies. The civil rights policies was built off of Black Americans, us shedding blood, us having to fight white supremacy and still continuing to fight white supremacy till this day. And people are not cognizant of that. People are very ignorant of that. This for way too long, you had people that came into this country and was all like, oh, well, it's not happening to me, so it don't impact me. And now everybody is forced to have to reckon with themselves and their cultures and their anti-black racism that they've been practicing. So to address Shabudi's speech, immigrants ain't built shit. It was Black Americans that built this country. We built this country, and that's just it. Did immigrants contribute to something? Maybe, but that contribution is small. It's very small. But yeah, back to the Grammys, right? I'm super excited that Kendrick Lamar won. He definitely put on for the Black American community and culture. This album, GNX, it was a very great album. Um, it was a very, 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 very great album. This album did what it needed to do, for sure. And I'm super duper excited and proud of um I'm super proud of him. I love Kendrick Lamar. He's one of my favorite rappers ever. I've been fucking with Kendrick Lamar since 2008. Since he dropped Section 80. Since he dropped Section 80, and I'm super proud of the stuff that Kendrick Lamar has done. I'm proud of his glow up. I love how he raps. He's a very great rapper. And he puts on for the Geminis too, which is something that I love and that I appreciate. For sure. So yeah, I'm a huge, huge, huge fan of Kendrick Lamar. I'm super proud of him. Um, I love in his speeches how he, emphasizes, celebrating our icons, celebrating the Black American legends and our heroes in his speeches. And I love the fact that he now is a huge Grammy Award winner, 27 Grammy wins. I'm super proud of him with that. And see, that's just a testament to just who we are as a people, how achievements. One thing that I love about being a Black American too is how we have the ability to achieve anything. We're just that powerful of people. We're very, very powerful people. We don't have to leave, we don't have to flee, we don't have to do anything to make our life to achieve things. We just achieve because that's just who we are as a people. And that's one thing that I love and that I love about my culture for sure. Um, that's still not enough to. So yeah, that's one of the things that I do love about my culture is how we have the ability to achieve anything. We could we're like diamonds. Every time we get pressured and pressured and pressured and pressured, we just come out a gem. We just come out just better. And that's the one thing that I love about being Black American. I wouldn't want to be Black American at no other time but now, baby. If I could be Black American over and over and over again, I'd be it over and over and over again. But I feel like with Kendrick Lamar winning, that was the highlight. That was the highlight of the night was him winning. I didn't really care. Him, SZA, and Doechii, those were my highlights of people winning. Tyler the Creator, that was another one of the highlights of winning. You know what I'm saying? I love that the culture showed out, especially during the Grammys. I love that the culture showed out. It was amazing. It was just great. So yeah. So now I'm moving on from the Grammys. I have my coffee. It's a beautiful Tuesday morning. Might be a little chilly outside, but it's all right. I don't know if y'all noticed, but for those who live up here in New York, y'all know we ended a 9-day freezing stretch. It ended yesterday. I don't know if y'all aware, but yeah, we ended a 9-day freezing stretch. It was cold as hell outside. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. It's been cold as hell outside for a while now. Like, oh my God, it's been freezing. And it was like this for 9 days. And now we in the 30s now. We at 30, 32 to 34 degrees. And a lot of people's cool with that. Me personally, I'm cool with that because that's just 2 degrees above the freezing temp. And what I like about it too is that the sun is out, so it's giving the snow something to melt. So yeah, y'all, I got my coffee and I'm sipping on caramel macchiato, nice and hot. I gotta get my hair done, which I'll be getting it done soon this week, but nonetheless. So y'all, real quick, I also want to talk about this Jeffrey Epstein thing. I think I talked about it one of these on like one of my streams, but I wasn't I'll be honest, I don't remember. If I talked about it, I really don't remember. But um for those of y'all that are um for those of y'all who are uh that are looking into the files and stuff like that, that are educating yourselves on stuff. I want to ask y'all, are y'all surprised about all the information that's coming out? I don't know why, but I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. Not by the slightest. I'm not surprised. And the reason why I'm not surprised is because Jeffrey Epstein was literally a billionaire financier. His name was ringing bells back in like the early uh 2000s, all the way up until the time he got arrested and the time of his death. He was around a lot of powerful people, politicians, bankers, celebrities, all kinds of people, right? He was around all kinds of people. There's pictures he took. People have traveled to his island, all kind of shit. We can't be surprised of the things that has came out. A lot of people are surprised. A lot of people are like, what the hell? And that's understandable. You know what I'm saying? That's really, really understandable. But we cannot act surprised here. What also has to be understood as well is that what has to be understood as well is that people who are powerful have the propensity to do bad and evil things. Okay. Um, and I also want people to understand too, we have to stop putting these people of power in such a high moral caliber. We have to understand that these people are human too. And they do evil, nasty, and wicked things, just like regular people do wicked, nasty, and evil things. The problem is that when you do nasty, evil, and wicked things, people don't know you except for those that it impacts. So those that it impact, yeah, you're going to feel the consequence of that. The difference is that your situation can be handled in private. These people are powerful people. These people are celebrities, politicians, bankers, all kinds of people that have hold a certain amount of power. So when their situation leaks out and when they have to deal with the situation, they got to deal with it in public. That's the only difference. You deal with your shit in private, they deal with their shit in public. So we have to stop holding these people to such a higher caliber. But with that being said, I am going to end this stream. This is part one of the stream. So there will be a part two. I'm just trying to figure out what other game do I want to play. So I'm going to go into my collection and see what am I going to play for the second part of the stream. But with that being said, this is your girl Dream Nicole, and this is I Am Dream Nicole's gaming stream. Dreamiana's Tuesdays, coffee time, Tuesday morning coffee time and gaming part one. This comes to an end. It's a wrap for the part one. This um this stream is being recorded and it'll be up on YouTube very, very soon today. So if you don't follow, if you're not subscribed to my YouTube, make sure that you do subscribe. I am Dream Nicole. And the trailer for this game will be posted with music. It will be posted on my Instagram. So make sure you follow me on Instagram. I am Dream Nicole. And I will definitely see y'all on the next stream. Goodbye, y'all.